Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. I'm hoping that in my last few videos, I'm hoping I was able to at least help one of you. It would mean the world. And I was on a walk recently and I'm like, okay, what other situational what other situation like do I know about, or am I able to share some sort of some knowledge or some advice? And I said, you know what, dating with a speech impediment. And I know that sounds hilarious, but like it this is one of those situations that varies. We're not all the same, but in certain situations like a classroom, interviews, ordering food, I might more so know how you'd feel, if you'd be anxious or not, you know. But this one it's like all over the place, because it's really who you are. Are you someone who's shy? Are you someone who's an introvert, ambivert, extrovert? Are you someone who's inquisitive, like me? Like right now, I'm on the set of my show. As you can see, I'm highly inquisitive. I love learning about the world, life, you. I love sharing my life, my knowledge. It makes me happy. So I love meeting someone new. Is it weird at first? Yeah, I feel like it could be weird. Just before you plan up to meet someone, you might not know if it'll flow nicely. Will it be awkward? Will it be interesting? Is he or she boring? Are they shy? How do I break them out of their shell if they are? I'm somewhere in between. Because I like learning. I know how to flow with it. I know how to ask you about your life, and on how you, I would say, answer me. I know how to ask something else in order to dig deeper, and you might or might not be the same. I had one ex who asked me early on, about the speech, and I'm like, oh, here it is. Someone who asked. I was highly, anxious about it. I was in my head. I'm like, okay, will she ever ask? Will I ever have to actually admit it, or will she just love me for who I was and not even ever ask? That's something that was on my mind. But she was all right with it. I said, yeah, I've had it since I was like 6 or 7, and she loved me anyways. Even had my back in certain situations, and it was amazing. So when her and I split, I'm like, oh man, it's like, will I ever find someone who's all right with it? And obviously this is just like our minds like playing with us. We will, and if you meet someone, or you are with someone who's not all right with it, it's not a match. You and he or she is not a match. It's not a click, and that's all right. All humans are not the same. All humans are not a match. You must find someone who's all right with that, and it doesn't matter. I realized along this road that it's a small percentage of our life. It's not that serious. It's not who we are. We see it as if it's like some sort of elephant in the room, when it's really not. It's just like it seems like it because it's what we battle with, but it's really not even that serious. It's not, you know. On my like research in all these years, I've learned of like major names who have had it or had it now and are huge, successful. A few examples are Bruce Willis, Emily Blunt, Samuel L. The president now, Biden. I'm not sure if you knew that or not. You could look it up, but he has it now, and he's the president. It just shows you that we can live our lives and be successful. Anyways, it doesn't really matter that much. Sure, there are certain situations where it helps to be fluent. Like when I was like 24, I believe, I wanted to be in the Air Force. When I was at MEPS, which is like medical processing, had you like read something out loud, like if you were planning on flying like planes or something, and you must read it fluently, because it's life or death. Fair enough. That sort of work was not for me, and I had many issues with it. And it's all right. So I have an uncle. I've known him my whole life, and he's like me, and I didn't ever even notice. I learned it recently, like in 2020, that I asked Anon, I'm like, is he like me? Because I was listening to him and I didn't ever really bag it. But like, there were certain words where, he says, yeah. So I was walking over here and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, wow, I didn't ever notice. And just like, he's someone who I was close with. I don't know how it didn't ever click. And he's someone who's pretty successful. He makes money in a beautiful place, beautiful family. And I'm like, wow, it's nice knowing that, someone who was so close. So it just shows you, man, you can make it happen. And just like, you have to just be, believe in yourself, love yourself. And yeah, I'm hoping it helped. On my next video, I wanna show you another lesson I learned, and it's to just say it. That's also simple. Just say it. And there are certain situations, like, okay, let's say you see someone at the mall, you like his or her shoes, and just like you sort of want to ask, what shoes are they, or whatever. But it's like in your head, you're planning it out. Okay, so should I ask, like, hey, I like your shoes, what where did you order them, etc. You're planning it out a lot. Deb, who I sort of mentioned a lot, and I will be mentioning her a lot because she helped me out. She said, just say it. I don't even plan it out. Just walk right up, say, hey, I like your shoes, man. Where did you buy them? I don't even plan it out. Just like hurry up and say it. And just like that worked like miraculously for me, because if you just say it, sure, there are certain words you might mess up, but like I said, we're human. You're fine. It doesn't matter, but it doesn't have room to like be planning it out and like messing up more. Just say it. hurry up and say it. And it's helpful, and I'm hoping it helps. And I'll see you all on the next episode. Please reach out, email below. I want to hear from you. Like, have you had any issues or success, like, meeting men or women or whatever, any like worries, or was like smooth, like, how'd you handle it? I want to hear from you. Peace out.